I got a silver bullet for your debates when you guys are ready for it here.
Let's hear it.
All right. So while y'all you were talking there about like what's great about Hex, why you're so passionate about it, but then also staying above the drama, staying out of the comment wars and keeping the haters at bay. Well, I'll tell you, I got one thing that like fits both of those profiles right here, because this is something that I said on my stream yesterday. I'll say it again here tonight. It's something that I've always used to end the arguments with people on Twitter, because there is no argument against this. And this is something that if you understand this will give you like all the conviction that you're ever going to need to continue to HODL in Hex. When you understand what this phrase here means, and when you say it with conviction, you understand that this is the most true thing that we can say about Hex that we can't say about most other cryptos. And that's this. Hex is the only yield-bearing asset that is not somebody else's liability. Let me repeat that again. Hex is the only yield-bearing asset that is not someone else's liability. We used to say, well, Hex is like a blockchain CD. Really, that's not a very fitting analogy or metaphor for what Hex is, because a CD is a liability of the bank. They're liable for paying that. Who's liable for paying you your Hex? Nobody's liable for that. It's all programmed right into the code, and it's going to happen whether Richard Hart is alive or whether the validators, or there's plenty of them, or there's too few of them. It's going to keep happening no matter what and go all into perpetuity. But this is also something that separates Hex from the rest of the Richard Hart core coins, because Hex is the only one that is a yield-bearing asset. Every other yield-bearing asset in existence today is someone else's liability. A bond, that's a liability of a company or a government, or a money market, or income-producing real estate. Those are all liabilities to whoever either owns the original asset or whoever's duty it is to go collect the rent. Even an income annuity, the most surefire, safe form of passive income in existence today. I argue that's really the only form of true passive income, is a income annuity. Still, that is a liability of the insurance company. But here in Hex, you have an asset that is going to pay you your yield without relying on the obligations of someone else. That's the trustless part of the trustless yield that we talk about. And I don't believe that there is any other asset out there that we could say that about. What we could say about crypto in general is that it's an asset that is not somebody else's liability. Some would say, well, you could say that about gold. No, you can't say that about gold, because as the price of gold goes up, you know what else goes up? Your storage fees, because they base the storage fees on gold on the price of gold, not on the pounds of it that you have. And can we say this about all cryptos? I don't think so. We definitely can't say it about stablecoins, because stablecoins are liabilities of the issuer. And then those highly centralized coins like Solana, we really can't say that those are not liabilities of the foundation that's issuing them. But with Hex, I do believe that is the only one where I can say it is a yield-bearing asset that is not someone else's liability. You get in an argument with a hater and you hit them with that, there is nothing they can say to disprove that statement. There is nothing they can say in response to that that is a sufficient attack to defeat that point. And if you remember that and you understand that point, you got all the conviction that you need to get through 99% dips or 99.9% dips or whatever other dips we're going to have in the future here with whatever these other clowns with their other coins that they're chasing on Pulse Chain and draining the system with. We can get through all of that as long as we understand that statement. It is not a liability of anybody else.